So I had a really bad period, and that caused really bad feelings for 2 days. I'm good now. Is that going to cause anything because he's been busy? No. Look, Claire, you shouldn't put obstacles in front of yourself, and you shouldn't believe that just because I had a bad day is not going to manifest. No, it doesn't really matter. Just assume that regardless of how I feel, regardless of my emotions, I can still manifest the best outcome. Because look, you will be in a relationship with him, and it's normal to have bad days. It doesn't mean that your manifestation will fail. It doesn't mean any of that. Your emotions are valid, but it doesn't mean that they are stronger than you. You are the only operant power, and that means that would God be afraid of some emotions? And he has been busy because that's what you have assumed, that he's busy. So it's your first healthy relationship, and you want to make sure that you won't let your insecurities kick in. And yeah, I understand. So it goes weird thoughts. Well, this is actually what you wanted, right? Isn't that what you wanted? A healthy relationship. That's what you manifested, a healthy relationship. So there is no need to be afraid, or there is no need to let doubt or insecurities kick in. You're welcome. Thank you for the likes, Claire. What's the story of the koala tattoo? Not any story, I just wanted to pick something like it would be cute for her to... There is nothing symbolic behind the koala tattoo. There are just matching tattoos that me and my SP made, and I just wanted to be something cute for her, something feminine. You could also go like the koala is a peace animal. I don't know, it wasn't. If you could tell a beginner 3 important things, what would it be? Being stubborn. First of all, it would be get stable in your power, like understand that you are the only operant power and that no one has free will, and then be stubborn. This would be first 3 things, the most important 3 things. Understand you are the only operant power, that means the only thinker. Understand that everyone is a projection of you and no one has free will. And the third is be stubborn and don't accept breadcrumbs, because you can have whatever you want. These are my dogs barking. Thank you, Claire. Hey, Brooklyn. Decide and stick to it and know that it has to be so. Yes, Claire. Did I change my partners, or you always were improving your current SP? Well, look, it depends. I have done both, changing my partners and improving my current SP. I think like many people just get scared when they don't desire their specific person anymore, and they say, why don't I have this desire for them anymore? But it's okay if you don't desire them anymore. There's nothing wrong. Like, you get to decide whoever you want. Hey, Mary. I've never manifested anything consciously. It seems surreal. How can I overcome it? Like, when you say, Cinnamon, when you say that it seems surreal, does that mean that it seems impossible to you? Because you were always manifesting. You were manifesting unconsciously. So why do you believe that putting consciously your intention is surreal? You are doing it regardless, so why don't you take the reins and do it consciously? Like, set your intention consciously of what you want to experience. Because, Cinnamon, you are always manifesting. You have been manifesting since day one. Thank you, Wish Fulfilled, for the likes. Do you think any disease can be healed even if a person has disability? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. There is no disease that is not curable. Even the word disability suggests an assumption that is not changeable. So you should rather see it like a situation, like a circumstance passing away that is not a circumstance that you can easily change, because that's the truth, is a circumstance you can easily change. So you start seeing the person the way you want to see them without the disability. I'm sure they all get the desire of having a new partner, but meanwhile I manifested some friends with benefits. Relationship, does it ruin my first manifestation? No. It won't ruin anything, Ogrod. It doesn't actually ruin anything, because there are two different circumstances. You can have both circumstances at the same time if you want to. Why would it ruin your first manifestation? Where are you from, Alexandra? Oh, nice. Hey, baby cupcakes. There are many dogs. This is going to be a noisy live session. Damon, what was your first manifestation that you were aware of? My car. When I manifested my car. It was half consciously, half unconsciously. But I always felt like I was gifted with some kind of power, like I had a first line with God. Like I had a VIP relationship with God. Hey, Cassie. Everything went bad for me. I got abused, made fun of, called ugly, old, blocked. Well, I understand, but you see, like, why would you let that influence you in your future? Why would you let that be the reason for why you cannot create from now on the life of your dreams? Like, past is the past. Like, circumstances don't matter because they don't influence your outcome. So would you rather stick in this trauma, or would you rather start manifesting the life of your dreams? Like, regardless of what you manifested, of course, unconsciously and unwillingly in the past, are you willing to let these circumstances, these events, influence who you are? Because if you do that, you are giving them the authority to decide who you are, and they never have authority. Circumstances never have authority to tell you who you are. You tell them who you are. You tell the 3D who you are. Can't stop ruminating on third party, but I'm sick of my crap. I don't know how to switch states for good. Well, you really have to understand the third party is your creation. It's just a reflection of your insecurities. So why would you insist in ruminating on the third party? Like, understand they were just a reflection of your insecurities. And I see that, like, when you ruminate on the third party, or when we ruminate in states that are not so beneficial, I believe that we are disrespecting ourselves and we are hating ourselves because we are not allowing ourselves to have the life that we desire. So it's actually see it as a form of disrespect towards yourself. And I'm pretty sure that you will change states for good, because when you think that I'm disrespecting myself by believing in fears and insecurities, then I don't think anyone wants to disrespect themselves or to hate themselves. You always say to be aware that you are God. Does it mean to affirm it? Yes and no. When I say to be aware that you are God, like, if you can, take the time every day and do reverse engineering and see how many things you manifested. Like, this is the only time past matters, because it helps you have a feedback of your own manifestations, and you will realize that, yes, indeed, I am God, indeed, I am source, and nothing has free will. Why don't you make a video for YouTube? I enjoy watching and listening to you. Due to so much volume of work, I also have the coaching group. I have 20 people there. I also have one-on-one coaching. So I work so much. I'm very busy, but maybe I will in the future. Do you think thought transmission happens instantly? Yes, thought transmission does happen instantly, Maria. Okay, I just don't know how to change the story and forgive how he treated me. I will try. Well, if you cannot change the story, at least understand that it's just a story. There are infinite scenarios. So if you cannot change the story, don't try to change the story. Change the whole movie. You understand? So don't try to change any old story, because you will dwell in it more and more. Just say it was what it was. It doesn't mean that from now on I cannot manifest my desire. So you start a new story entirely. You forgive him because he was just a reflection. Like, if you go in your mirror and you look like shit, do you hold a grudge against your reflection in the mirror? No, because it's just a reflection. It has no free will. It has no power of decision. So of course you forgive your reflection. It can't do anything else but reflect who you are. I'm curious, do we manifest in sequence or just manifest the end we want? It all leads to the end. I believe both. I believe we manifest in sequence and in the end. Because even the thoughts that you get after you have established your end, and even the inspired actions that you take, by inspired action, I mean you don't even believe that action will lead you to your end. It's something that you do unconsciously. It's not something that you do in order to aid your manifestation. So everything is a manifestation. Like even you going to the supermarket to buy some milk, it's still a manifestation of yours. And you going to the supermarket, there you could meet with your SP, and that is also a manifestation, and the end is also a manifestation. So everything is a manifestation. Hello Melissa, hey Crystal. Do you have any experiences with quantum jumping? We all quantum jump. We all hop into realities, because this is what quantum jumping is. But you don't realize it because it's so smooth, and you have done it since the first day you were born. You were quantum jumping to parallel realities all the time. But quantum jumping is just a fancy term for manifestation. It's nothing special. How can we stop wavering thoughts? So thoughts are thoughts. They are nothing. So you stop wavering thoughts by understanding that, does it benefit me to waver? Does it benefit me to... You must have a discipline, because a mental diet, because you cannot let your mind run you. Your mind doesn't have the authority. Your mind is a tool. And thoughts are just tools that give you a taste of how other realities look like. So if you don't want them, you don't select them. So don't be afraid of your thoughts. And you stop wavering by understanding that, hey, I have so much self-respect that I won't allow some tiny thought put me down. Thank you. I was to waver, then I manifested your post about they are your slaves and helped. You're welcome. And this is what Neville Goddard says. So, yeah, they kind of are. When I was spiraling and sad, but I said I'll still get what I want, what will manifest now? Your decision, Melissa. That's what will manifest. Your decision to manifest it regardless of how I feel. Like in my master class, I gave a tool that says, regardless of what I feel, regardless of what I see, think, or feel, I will still manifest it. So this is like the ultimate state where regardless of what you feel, think, or see, you will still manifest it. I found out he has approached other girl. Well, you found out because that's what you have been unconsciously manifesting. You fear losing him so much, and that's what fear of loss and fear of being abandoned manifests. Third parties, them working, them going in another country, them leaving you, them being married. So that's what fear of loss does. And why are you afraid of losing him? Like, You must put an end to all your struggle and really sit within yourself and understand that I'm the only creator, I'm the only thinker in my reality. Because to be honest, this is not a journey about our specific person or about our money, this is a journey about self. So how long are you going to stick in this victim mindset where you wait for the circumstances to tell you who you are and at what level of manifestation you are? You allow circumstances to dictate you who you are, and this is not what we do. We tell the circumstances who we are. We tell the 3D who we are. Hey Brando, I've been diagnosed with allergies, but every day for a year I've been telling myself that I'm not and I feel better. But I still have some symptoms. Well, you persist in knowing that no, I don't have any allergies. So you don't take the symptoms as a proof that your manifestation didn't work. So persistence means that you don't allow any circumstance to be a proof that you failed. Wait. Hey Brando, thanks for clarifying. Thought transmission happens instantly. But look, you believing that you do thought transmission is a little limited because it's not like there are others. So you transmit your thoughts to whom? To your reflection? It's like, how to explain this? There are no others and you are the only thinker. So to implement that there is a thought transmission would imply that there are others, and there are not. There are just reflections. What about fears of driving? I'm tired of the panic attacks. Assume you are, Marietta, assume you are not afraid anymore. Why do you let your fear control you? Like, why do you give the fear the authority of controlling you? Does it have the permission? Like, does it have the privilege to control you? Simply say, I'm free of the fear of driving. I'm free of that. I really can't grasp the concept of others not existing. Well, Panagiota, do reverse engineer and you will see that they were just players. And you were handing them the script that you wrote for them. That's how you understand that there are no others. Can I manifest a 50,000 a day income? Of course. Does this sum scare you, Erie? Or do you feel like it's perfectly normal to have this income a day? Then I'm the only thinker, so my thoughts are at the end all be. Yes. Do others live life? Not as long as you don't keep your awareness. It's like if you're not aware of them, I believe they are somewhere paused. I don't believe they live life, no. They are only brought to life when you put your awareness on them again. But how everyone can be me if everyone has its own personality? No, it's not like that, oh God. It's not that they have their own personality. They are reflecting concepts that you hold about yourself or the world. Let's just say everything is created. Creation is already finished. So there is a reality where men don't cheat. Okay, there is a reality where everyone is rich and there is no poverty. But you contain within yourself all the concepts. So therefore, people in the 3D must show you the concepts that you hold within yourself. So, for example, let's just say that in my reality, women never cheat and women are always loyal. that are always loyal to me and will never cheat me, because I don't hold the concept of not being chosen. You understand? I hold the concept of always being chosen, so therefore people in my reality will always show me that I'm chosen. Do you have to feel it real, or is that bullshit? No, you don't have to feel anything real, Marietta, because to be honest, look at your life, and before you even found out about conscious manifestation, were you feeling it real before you manifested it? No. I believe that everything that puts a limit on you and obligates you to do something is not, it's not a rule that you want to follow. You don't have to feel anything, no. You don't have to feel it real. But it's best if you see it possible for you. How do I let guilt go? It's a really deep feeling in my body. Guilt of what? Like, why are you guilty? Why do you feel guilty? Guilt, shame, these are just lower emotions. They don't serve you. And once you realize that you are the only thinker, why do you feel guilty for what? Anything that you have done it upon yourself, so you forgive yourself. You mean that guilt? Please clarify. Guilt towards yourself, guilt towards other people. I feel a bit of both around that income. I feel like it's doable somehow, but also unrealistic. It's like I wonder how, even though I know I shouldn't think of how. Well, don't ask how. Very easy. Don't overcomplicate manifestation, like, how is that even possible? Who cares? Do you care? You'll find out the how afterwards, after it manifests. How do I get unblocked now? Is that your main purpose, baby cupcakes, to get unblocked? Is that even such a big end outcome that you desire? Like, I honestly believe that wanting to manifest, to be unblocked by your reflection, it's such a breadcrumb to manifest. Like, why would that block mean anything to me? How come I am so, how to say it, so little and insignificant in front of that block, so that I have to use my God power to manifest to be unblocked? My SP baptized his son yesterday, and I think his wife is pregnant. Pictures all over of the whole family. I really want to ask you a question, Panagiota. Do these informations pop in to your Facebook, or are you going and searching for them? Are you checking his social media? And if you are, why are you doing this? Answer the question, and then I'll answer you. That's why my boss treats me in a different way, and with others he's not that nice. Yes, because you have the assumption that I'm always chosen, I'm always treated with respect. So that's what you will experience, Maria. Why is this keep happening? I was very focused. So were you checking his social media? Are you using affirmations to create your beliefs? No, I don't give the beliefs the privilege to rule my world. And I know that the law of assumption is based on beliefs, and what you see outside of yourself are your beliefs pushed out. But I don't work with changing my beliefs. I work with changing my entire state, because every state of consciousness, state means identity, means self-concept. So every self-concept, every identity comes with its own set of beliefs. So instead of changing the beliefs, which probably are infinite numbers, why don't you focus on changing the state? And the ultimate state is, I am God, the only thinker. I always get what I want because I'm God. And I came here to experience my heart's desire. I came here to have a human experience. So I'm not using affirmations to create my beliefs. I'm using affirmations because, let's be honest, thoughts are also affirmations. So I don't think that affirmations are a technique. Because even when you have inner conversations with your specific person or inner conversations with yourself, these are also affirmations. So no. So I use affirmations to embody the state. How did you accept all of this as the truth? How did you change your beliefs? I didn't change my beliefs. I manifested so much hell for myself that I really understood that, yes, okay, it's me. So it's not someone else doing anything to me. It's me doing everything to me. So that's when the final point was, okay, I'm done living a life where I never get what I want or where I manifest all shit for me. So that is how I accepted it. I had no other choice because it was very, it slapped me in the face. There was no hiding from this truth. Every time I'm going to flip the camera is because I'm going to light a cigarette. Hey, created by Fee. Hey, appointed boss. Guilt because of my bad thoughts that I don't want to have. So look, you are putting thoughts on a big pedestal and you believe that thoughts can do anything, but thoughts are just thoughts. Like if you sit around and you control like an infinite number of thoughts, that's when you're going crazy. But if you relax and you stand still in your power and you say, hey, I'm God, so thoughts are just thoughts. They are not important because thoughts on their own, they don't have any power to manifest. You are the one believing the thought, like you are the one trusting that that thought is real, is the truth for you, and that's why you are experiencing it. But if you don't take the thoughts as real, they are not going to manifest because they don't have the privilege. So don't feel guilty anymore now that you know you have the power to manifest everything you want. Stop feeling guilty, like stop. It's like a form of being sorry for yourself. And this comes from a victim mindset. I messaged that girl about him and now I regret it. Yes, well, I would regret it too because you have no job in the 3D to start messaging your third parties. Anything that you should do, baby cupcakes, is just do the inner work. There is nothing in the 3D that you can do to bring your manifestation. I apply no movement and then I get frustrated that I'm losing my time and I stop searching. Well, you should get out of this cycle, Panagota. Like no movement, there is always movement behind the curtains, but if you would just trust and be a little patient. That's what happens when I tell you guys, like, get stable in being God first and then start manifesting your specific person. And most of you go like, okay, I'm God, where's my shit? So you start manifesting your specific person without getting the stable knowing that, hey, I am God, I can manifest. You're too lazy and I think you lack self-respect when you do everything to get your reflection to do something without giving that time to you. And I believe it's disrespectful to yourself when you do everything you can in the hope that they will choose you instead of choosing yourself and spending that time doing the inner work and understanding, how do I create my reality? How did I create so bad circumstances for myself? I think that the best proof of self-love is taking your time and doing this for you and not for the specific person. I used to say affirmations unconsciously with my exes. Like, why does he hate me so much? ND was done. I don't understand abbreviations. Can you tell me what ND means? I used to say affirmations unconsciously with my exes, like, why does he hate me so much? When you are saying that unconsciously, yes, this is an inner conversation you have with yourself. Why does he hate me so much? So that's what you are going to change, because that affirmation, that inner conversation, like, why does he hate me so much, comes from the state of, I'm not chosen, I'm not loved, I'm not enough, I'm not the prize, I'm not worthy of their love. So it's the state that gives you the thoughts. But if you were in the state like, I'm the prize, you wouldn't have that thought at all. Do you smoke because you have an assumption that it's healthy for you? No, I smoke because I like doing whatever I want, and my assumption is that nothing bad happens to me. Now that I know I'm in charge of my reality, why would I have the assumption that smoke is bad for me? I just do what I want and what I like, because that's why I'm here, to enjoy my life. I'm not putting limits on myself. When I say I'm God, I have an instant guilt, like, who do I think I am? Okay, Marietta, so if it feels blasphemous for you, you can also say that I'm part of God. I'm a mini God, because you are. Go with words that make you feel comfortable. I'm source. You don't have to go to God's explanation. Go with, I'm source. I'm source of everything. I'm the dreamer. This is a dream. I'm the boss of my reality. I'm the operant power of my reality. And God is somewhere. If you feel blasphemous, use the placebo that God is somewhere and loves you and gives you everything that you want. I'm God's child. About 3 P's. The more I affirm good things, the more the 3 P's in my face without me looking for it. First of all, Vilma, this is an assumption that the more you affirm, the more you get the opposite. Because some manifestation coach might have said that before good things happen, bad things have to happen. And really understand, have you taken the time, Vilma, to see what the 3P, why is the 3P still there? Like, do you remember the time you created it? Manifested it. Like, do you remember the insecurities you had? Can you see beyond the illusion? Can you see through the illusion of what the 3P represents? The movement is that she is pregnant. No, you said, Panagiota, you just said you think she's pregnant. She's not pregnant for a fact, but if you continue saying that she's pregnant, she will. So do you see how you manifest your reality? I really don't understand, why do you take the time to look into your old creations, and how come you haven't got sick of your own shit, and why are you still persisting in creating more shit of yourself? Like, haven't you had enough? And to be honest, if you really cannot change the story about your old specific person, why can't you just pick another one? Like, if your whole life depends on that reflection, on that specific person, this is not what we're doing here. We understand that specific person is just a projection of ourselves. Specific person is just an extension of ourselves. He is not your God. But in your case, I think you still see him as your reason to live and as your God. If I were you, I would take my time and I would isolate myself somewhere and I would meditate about my life and I would choose other subjects until I embody a better state, and from there I could start manifesting him again. So I would really want you, Panagiota, to stop manifesting him for a while, because you're not doing a good job. You're trying to manifest him. You're not even manifesting him. You're manifesting a version of him that doesn't want you. And you still believe that there is one version of him that you have to change, but there's not. You access a different version of him that wants you. We don't want to manifest people that don't want us. We manifest the version of them that want us. But how can I affirm things and then he does bad things to me? Why don't you select a self-concept about baby cupcakes where no one can do you wrong? Why is your focus on him all times and your focus is not on you? Your focus should be on you because you are source. He is not source. Many of you haven't understood that your specific person is not source. You are source. So as source, you should take care of yourself first. And when I mean take care of yourself, I'm not saying like this fake self-concept, pampering yourself and going to the spa. And no, I really mean take a look and do the inner work. Otherwise, you will keep manifesting the same circumstances and the same situations. And even if you change specific person, and let's just say I'm not going to focus on him, I'm going to focus on manifesting someone new, you will still have the same issues because you haven't, and you didn't embody a state that says I'm the prize. Of course, he's lucky to even have me in his life. No, this was also wrong. I'm source. Of course, he's lucky to even be in my life. That is true about me too. The more I persist affirming, the more bad things happen. Well, why do you want to have this assumption, Panayota? A friend is not answering me. What should I assume? That he answers you. That he is the best friend ever. That he always fulfills your needs. That your needs come first. You can count on him. Trust him. This coach said that if I don't change, I will I will lose him straight away. Then I lost him. Well, this coach was right, because if you don't change the self-concept and you always fear losing him, you are in a state that says, I fear losing him, and that's what you're going to manifest. This is answering my question too. I can see why I created a third party, but I'm stuck on removing. So, Krista, what happens is that when you realize how you created a third party, you get rid of the insecurities you have. So when you stop feeding the insecurities and when you stop feeding your fear and believing it has authority to manifest, fear goes away, insecurities go away. So what happens? The reflection will go away. If you start understanding that, hey, I'm the only operant power of my reality. Of course I wouldn't put someone else to be better than me. Like, who the fuck could be better than me? I'm the creator of my reality. I'm source. Is some reflection better than me? What do you mean? I'm source. And if it appears to be better than me, it's because I created it to be better than me. I like that you said it's disrespectful. That helps me stick to what I want and deserve. Yes, of course. Like, Krista, look, all you guys that have this need to self-sabotage and this need to hate yourselves. Let's just take, for example, you go to a restaurant and you want to eat some steak. And I use the restaurant example because I like food. And I believe that this is the best example because let's just say you eat pork steak. You like pork steak. And you order it. And then let's just say the restaurant makes a mistake and brings you something so disgusting that you would never even dare look at it because it's so fucking disgusting. Would you stand there and eat it even though it's disgusting? And knowing that your order is on the way? Like, they make a mistake and they bring you chicken and you don't eat chicken because you're allergic to it and it's disgusting. And what are you going to say to the restaurant? No, it's okay, I'm going to eat this disgusting. Are you forcing yourself to eat food that is disgusting and you don't like? Can you manifest twin flame back? What do you think about twin flames? I think that this label is making it harder in the first place. Like, twin flame, it makes your specific person be so special. And it puts it in a category where twin flames have to heal. And yes, you can manifest a twin flame back when you understand he's not special and he's like any other person. What do you mean, who am I talking to? I'm talking to you, baby cupcakes. Thank you, Gina. You are all like me. You are all like me. But you just have to understand it. Like if CJ can do it, I can do it too. CJ is not more special than me. How long did you take to write a book? The blue one. It took me 2 months. The blue one is the master class. It has 107 pages. It took me 2 months, I think. I thought affirmations will imprint the subconscious and become my reality. Look, Marietta, your subconscious mind is already imprinted. You don't have to do anything. Your subconscious mind already has within itself all the states. All states are available for you. You don't have to imprint anything. This is bullshit coaching saying you have to imprint your subconscious mind. You don't have to imprint anything. It's already imprinted. How to heal completely my body. Assume that you have no crumb of illness in your body. I'm healed. I now step into the version of me that is healed. Can I manifest for others to heal? Yes, of course, because there are no others. They are just your reflections, so yes. You are in charge of who they are. You are the main authority, Marietta. I did it for my uncle. Why is someone calling me? Can you guys hear me? I just got a call and I don't know if my connection is good anymore. How to see if you make your desire and your SP on a pedestal? How do you know you do that? Well, Simona, you understand it when you see your desire bigger than you and you feel like this small, insignificant person and you see it so impossible, so far away, and you feel like helpless, you feel powerless in front of it. You believe it has the power to decide your destiny. You can also realize when you're doing pretty much like everything and when your life revolves around this specific desire or this specific person, like when you are not authentic with yourself and when you don't put yourself first. And I'm talking about specific people, like let's just say, for example, that you wanna hang out with your friends because this is your desire and your specific person calls you, and because you don't want to lose them, you go there regardless of your friends being your priority. So that's when you understand that I have this person on a pedestal because I'm afraid of losing him. So basically when you're afraid of something, I think like this is the best proof to understand whether it's on a pedestal or not. So when you're afraid that is not going to manifest, or when you are afraid that you are going to lose your manifestation, it means that situation, that circumstance, that concept is on a pedestal. And you praise to it, you worship it, and you are so afraid of losing it because you believe it has power to decide your life for you. It has power to decide for you. Do you still struggle with manifestation sometimes? No. Oh, yes, wish fulfilled. We are both special. When manifesting a specific person, how would you go about it? Well, Melissa, I would go like, what version of me was I when they first came into my life? What version of I was I when I had a relationship with them? And I go ahead and embody that version. But now pretty much I just give commands and I choose the second SP that is so much younger and still ignores me. Stop saying he's ignoring you, Panayota. First step in manifesting, understand what you are writing, and there you will find your beliefs there before it gets reflected in your 3D by people. What do you do with intrusive thoughts? Nothing. The way Panayota says, I ignore them. I healed an ongoing intestine problem, which I had since 2 years old with law of assumption. Perfect. Perfect, Maria. Hologram is calling me, yes. Coaches say to say one affirmation for 3-4 months, at least 30 minutes daily. Well, coaches say what it works for them, but ask yourself, ask yourself, is that a rule I want to limit myself with? Like, is this a limit I want to put on myself? Say affirmation, why? Say affirmation, why? For 3-4 months. After that, don't say the affirmation, change the affirmation. No, fuck that. Can't you just decide that I'm gonna have it? Now I eat whatever I want. This is real, of course. Thank you, Ria. Well, okay, Marietta. Oh, thank you, Martha. A rose. And I didn't get you anything. My son's in the hospital with pancreatitis. Thank you, baby cupcakes. I want him healed. Well, Marietta, start seeing him because he is a projection of you. He is your extension. He is part of you. And start saying, well, he is part of me. So as the creator of my reality, I decide that he's healed. And that's that. I don't take no for an answer. I don't give a shit. The 3D will do what I say because I'm the master. I'm the boss. Specific puppets. Is she talking about SPs? Yes. Specific puppets. If you assumed he was a player who is mean, how do you assume something better? What would you say? He's not a player. He's loyal to me. Of course he is. I'm in charge. Why would I give him that role? And how to get it off the pedestal if you think always there. Like, you get it off the pedestal, Simona, by understanding that you are its creator. You are its source. Without you, that thing wouldn't have existed in the first place. You put yourself on the pedestal, understanding that you are the only source. Without you and your awareness, nothing in your world would have existed. Not even this version of me talking here. If it wasn't for you, Simona, I wouldn't have existed. I would have, in your reality, I would have existed in someone else's reality. Other guys seem to be saying really nice stuff to me, but not him. Well, stop saying that, baby cupcakes. How to stop the fear of not happening. Understand your God. When you raise yourself to the concept of, I know I am source. I know I'm source. I know that I am the only one that has the authority to decide what's going to happen next. Why would I give why would I give fear the privilege to manifest? Like, fear is not look, guys, most of you believe that fear is an outer force power that can decide for you. Like, I'm here affirming, but here comes fear and it's ruining my life because fear is more powerful than me. No, fear is also an illusion. Fear is also a creation of you. It's not an outside power that gets to decide. It's not like you're battling with each other. You are way greater than fear. Yeah, Kisara. Wait, I'll just light my lights. What did you believe, Kisara? What did you believe? What did you think? Can you identify the thought behind you and him not talking again? Can you identify the thought before this manifestation happened? I wish I had you by my side every day to remind me. Okay, come to Greece, baby cupcakes. How are the guys? Like, Habibi, come to Dubai. Oh, I'm telling you, come to Greece. Hey, Elena. I'm very good, Elena. Hey, Swerua. Can you tell me, Kisara, what was the thought? Well, okay, so just because he left you on red, why are you so quick to judge that he's not interested in you? Because you know what happens? It's like when something happens in the 3D, we forget that we are source and we start believing that the 3D decides for us. So you start having insecurities and you give it the meaning that he doesn't love me anymore. Because he left me on red. Who is he to leave you on red? Did you believe this is too good to be true? This is not going to last forever. You guys understand why I flipped the camera. I'm gonna light one up because why not? Because I still have the stupid assumption that if TikTok sees smoke, he's going to restrict my life. Of course. Hey, Danny. Of course it's possible. She is so well behaved. My cat is so nice. She doesn't do anything that I don't want her to do. She's so well behaved. She's trained. Every time you see your cat, you're not gonna do that anymore. Enjoy the last days of doing that, because that's not happening to me anymore. So, Kisara, was that it? This is too good to be true. Well, this is true, like wish fulfilled, especially. Oh fuck! Here comes the puzzle again. This is true because when I enjoy doing something, I need to smoke. I like to smoke, so that's what I'm gonna do. He reckons he secretly took a screenshot of me on video call and said I look awful. Oh, baby cupcakes. So, Kisara, did you believe it was too good to be true? This is going to end soon. Yes, we're well now, but I know he will do something stupid or I will mess this up. Thank you, Kubos. I think he's lying and threatened to expose me with it if I talk about him. You keep manifesting the worst version of him and you keep putting your focus on the worst version of him. Instead of start seeing him trustworthy, start seeing him caring for you, at least start small steps. If you cannot start like he's marrying me, he's madly in love with me, at least make him sympathize you, because in your mind you are dealing with a version of him that is bullying you, baby cupcakes. So Kisara, manifest communication because he's not separate from you. You are not in no contact. It's not possible to be in no contact. He's not separate from you. He thinks what you want him to think. He does what you want him to do. Most of the people, when they hear that, like, what, this is manipulation. What is this, some kind of magical trick? Where they are doing regardless. They have no free will, whether you like it or not. They do have no free will. Nice question, wish fulfilled. I also get nervous to check to see if SP messaged me. Is this affecting the ways he responds to me? Yes, K198, because you are doing the actions that you take in the 3D can also show you what state you are occupying. So you are occupying the state of, I'm afraid I'm gonna lose him. I'm afraid I'm not worthy of him. I'm afraid he's gonna back up. I'm afraid he's gonna do that. He's not gonna choose me. By the way, can I just decide and embody, or do I have to do techniques? You don't have to do techniques. Decide and embody. Take the decision that I now embody the version of me that gets everything I want. I believe this is the best umbrella assumption. I always get what I want. It takes care of all the small details. Do you manifest also friends? Of course. You manifest everything in your life. Of course I manifest. Like, look, guys, for most of you that are very confused what specific person means, friends are also specific people. So you are manifesting specific people all the time. I don't see why a love interest is so different, because you manifested your parents. These are also specific people. Well, baby cupcakes, you did answer no, but from the actions you take and from grasping to everything that he does, it seems like he is your God, because you're... Look, guys, when your mood and when your identity depends on how a person shows up in your 3D, that means you made them your source. You made them your God. I just assume that we are talking now. Yes, you just assume I always get what I want. Of course I always get what I want. Of course we are talking now like I'm too precious to lose. He can't afford losing me because I'm the best fucking thing that ever happened to him. I try to be strong sometimes. I just feel... Wait, my dog is doing something. Okay. I try to be strong sometimes. I just feel emotionally overthinking again about what they did. Well, every time you think about that, remind yourself, he's just a reflection. He's just a reflection. He was just reflecting me. So it wasn't actually him doing anything. It was you. He was only reflecting what was going on within you. He was reflecting your inner world. I have my dream man. Suddenly I couldn't open my heart in the relationship and I was full of doubt. Yes, you were, because where could that come from? It was because you were afraid that you were going to be disappointed. You were afraid that you were going to be hurt. You're not trustworthy. It comes from the assumption that every time I love, they don't love me back. I give them the world and then they treat me like shit and stuff like that. Do you speak Greek? Yes, I do. Do you speak Greek? So we can speak a little Greek. I always manifested you in life just before I manifest you so easily. Yes, but I'm a specific person also. Don't forget that, Sorula. So the same thing goes with your specific person also. He's not special person. He's specific. And you say specific not because he's special, because you know who he is. You know his name. You know his avatar. On the last live, you told me not to care about the time. By affirming it, I don't take time as a problem. Time was never a problem. I really want you guys to start seeing everything within you and outside of you. It's not actually outside, but we perceive it as the outside. I want to see it, everything like a friend, because they are your friend, because they are your creation. Why wouldn't they be your friend? So time is your friend, because if you haven't invented the illusion of time, you would have experienced everything all at once and you wouldn't have understood anything of it. I manifested a really bad year last year and then I lost my confidence. What would you do? Like, look, was it a human confidence or was it a God confidence? And what I would do when I would lose my confidence in manifestation and when I would lose my trust, I would remind myself that I was in charge at all times. I would do reverse engineer and I would remind myself of all the conscious manifestations I did. And of course the unconscious manifestation, so that I can remind myself that I'm the one in charge. Nothing is in charge outside of me. Just a minute, guys. Guess who's back? Back again. Okay. Created by Fee. My SP came in left. I allowed him free will. He's coming back, but in love. With no free will. Look, what happens is that free will, even if you want to give someone free will, they don't really have it. So what you are doing then, you are allowing them to reflect your insecurities and your fears. They don't really have free will. Like, even if you say do what you want, they are not going to do what you want. No, sorry. Even if you say go and live your life, they are not going to go and live their life. Because they are still doing something, like they are either reflecting your insecurities or either reflecting the state of, I know who I am, you're going to do whatever I want. Do you understand? Tell that to my brain. Well, baby cupcakes, your brain is not in charge. Your brain is not bigger than you. Your brain is not source. You are source. You as consciousness are source, and you have power over your brain the same way you have power over your body. Like, imagine this, baby cupcakes. It's like you're saying you're putting your brain in charge of your life. It's like you are telling that my hand, this hand has the free will to do whatever it wants. How can the hand do whatever it wants? Aren't I the one that commands my hand where to go and what to grab? Imagine you having the hand doing whatever it wants. It will slap you in the face whenever it wanted. So we are not doing this with other parts of our body, but we are considering that our brain is in charge. So this is totally wrong. Our brain is a tool. Our brain is a part of us. A part of us. It's not us. Sometimes the time does not pass. Sometimes it's so fast. Yes, because this is your perspective, Sora, and this is your awareness. Hey, CJ, I'm using... Hey, Melanie. Hey, CJ, I'm using you as a part of my visualization. Hey, Candy. Also, you're Poland, Martha? Thank you, Maria, for the share. Daniel Tanuth, tell us about the present moment. The present moment is the best moment you want to be in. Like when you are present in your present moment, you also meditate. It's like when you stop thought process. You're not in your mind overthinking about your manifestation. You just enjoy your present moment. And you do it by trusting it that it's your creation, because present moment is also your creation. So you have the trust and faith that whatever you desire is taken care of and you enjoy life, because that's what you're meant to do. Like, desire is just a trailer to the movie that you're going to see. Desire is not something that you should grab. A fucking unstable connection. Okay, so coming back to my answer, desire is not something... Hi, Bobby. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. Oh, fuck. The desire is not something outside of you that you have to earn or you have to do anything for it. I lost confidence in myself, like feeling unworthy. Unworthy of your of having your desires, Melissa. Hey, Candy. Madeline. Time passes quicker when we are present in the moment because we enjoy ourselves and enjoying what we do. Yes, of course, but is that an assumption that suits you? Like, does it benefit you? Time passes quicker. Can't you just say, I have all the time in the world to enjoy everything in my life? I don't really think that it benefits to say time passes quicker. Hey there, a newbie in manifestation. Another Kisara? Yeah, you share the same username with someone else. Hey there, a newbie in manifestation world. I guess I shared the same name, yes. Created by Fee. What didn't you understand? Created by Fee. Can you please say your question again? Oh, okay. Your SP came in left, you allowed him free will. No, you didn't allow him free will. You allowed him to reflect your insecurities. They don't have any free will. Like, it's not that he came and he left because he was acting on his own accordance. He came and he left because first you might have a thought that this is too good to be true, that he came, I'm sure he's gonna leave me after all. Or you thought that this is too good to be true. Or you thought, I'm afraid I'm gonna lose him. So actually when he left, he didn't have free will either. It was also reflecting you. Did you understand now, Fee? How to develop consciousness. Develop what? You are consciousness. There's nothing to develop. You are already consciousness. Are you conscious of existing? Here you go. You don't develop being conscious of existing. In terms of telling you I got my manifestation, nothing weird. No problem, Melanie. I'm not. But subconscious laws says our subconscious thoughts manifest and they are secret. Do you have to try and work out what it is to change, but it will manifest out of your control? I don't care what subconscious law says. And to be honest, I think you misunderstood what she said. She was saying that if you want to understand what your subconscious beliefs are, take a look in your 3D. You will find them. They are not a secret. You are secretly thinking of them, like you are not allowing, you are not honest with yourself and saying, yes, I did think that they were going to break up with me. Trust or knowing, it's both. Oh, Martha is coming to Thessaloniki. Oh, so sweet of you. Hey, Nika. When feeling unworthy, do I need to do self-concept work or what would you recommend? Understand why this unworthiness. It's not about self-concept work. You don't work for your self-concept. It's not self-confidence. Self-concept is not self-confidence. Self-confidence is a different thing. My dogs just found the perfect moment to play. Yeah, okay. This is what we're gonna have right now. So, can you play silent? You can play in silence, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. Hey, puppies! Puppets. Puppet puppies. So when feeling unworthy, I would really want you to understand that you are the only source. So why would source feel unworthy? Oh, now it's getting be savage. Why would you feel unworthy of having that which you created for yourself? So I wouldn't recommend that you would have self-concept work. I would recommend you to stand still and do reverse engineer and realize that I'm source. So there's no point, like there is only me, there is no other. Feeling unworthy of what? It's not like I'm begging an outside power to give me that which I'm not, which is not rightfully mine, because everything is rightfully yours. The experiences that you desire are rightfully yours. I'm not gonna stop my puppies from playing. I'm sorry, guys. They are just living their best lives. I'm not gonna stop them. I'm sorry for the noises. What was your biggest manifestation? Out of the blue, out of thin air? I don't think I have biggest manifestations, because I was lucky enough to trust and believe that I was not worthy. How would I say it? I always took what I wanted for granted. It was not like I would, and when you take it for granted, it really seems very small. You are doing this on purpose, Kamitsa? My. Hey, Georgia T.S. Kalispera. Yeah, but could you write in English because I have people here don't understand Greek, except for Panagiotta. My second SP is younger and I have different issues with him. So insecurities are insecurities regardless of how they manifest, Panagiotta. Like, the same insecurity can manifest in different circumstances, but the insecurity is the same. I'm not chosen is an insecurity. I'm not enough is an insecurity. So fear of I'm not chosen can manifest in third parties, in it can even manifest in your specific person dying. Because if they're dead, how are they gonna choose you? So you see there are different circumstances, but it's the same fear. Because of all the things I manifested last year, like circumstances, but it's the same fear. Because of all the things I manifested last year, like circumstances, but it's the same fear. Because of all the things I manifested last year, like you mean, Melissa, you mean like you manifested shit for yourself? How can I manifest an SP with no problems? By changing yourself. Because you are source. If you as source don't change, Panagiotta, no reflection is going to change. The reflection is not going to change. And you will have 20 men coming in and reflecting different insecurities. Oh, and now I don't have. Poor connection. I got my connection back again. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. I should really work on my assumptions. I'm too lazy to change assumptions. Everything works out for me, even my internet connection. Laws puts fears into me. You make me feel it's easier. I want to stop listening to her, to be honest. Well, stop listening to her, baby cupcakes. Look, just because, like, look, it's not that Laws has chosen to... It what has worked for her, and she has chosen the road to explain manifestation the way it has worked for her. I really appreciate her work. I was listening to her, but I really didn't like the idea like the subconscious beliefs are hidden from you and I should be afraid of my subconscious mind because this is not what God would do. But I think she's trying to teach manifestation in a human way, but I really do appreciate her. I also love Kimberly, manifesting with Kimberly. She's great, by the way. If you want baby cupcakes, go listen to Kimberly, manifesting with Kimberly. And another manifestation coach I adore is manifesting with Sylvian, but she's a little to a more advanced level. I would like the lots of money to fix my house. What affirmations could I use? It's not really, look, Swarua is not really, you are trying to manifest money because you believe they are a means to an end. So do you want money or do you want to fix your house? Because you can manifest fixing your house without actually investing any money. Like you can manifest specific people coming and fixing your house and they wouldn't even charge you for any repairs. In Doggo's reality, it's time to play, yes. And I'm really glad that they play because they are a little introvert. I manifested them to be a little introvert. And when they have these bursts of energy, it makes me happy because it shows that I'm manifesting them the best lives. Yes, Brando, the big and small is all our perception. Yes, perfect. How do I manifest roses from a no contact SP? First of all, username 76. Why do you label him as a no contact SP? Like, why don't you get rid of that no contact? Just because you manifested a no contact like it's a silent time in your phone, it doesn't mean that you're not connected. Because you are connected, they're not separate from you. They are you. They are your reflection. So, just tell them I want roses. Thank you, Melanie. Maria, my SP is 7 years younger, and I realized my fear was comparing to other and unworthy. Yeah, don't do that, guys, to yourselves. Stop being afraid. Like, your specific person is your birthright. You created them to exist for yourselves. Why would you create a specific person and then give them to someone else? It's like it's like you're going to a restaurant. I always use the restaurant because I like food and I think it's the best example. It's like you're going to the restaurant and you are ordering your food and your food comes and you just give it away to someone else. No, I'm not worthy of eating. Maybe someone else should eat my food. I will pay for my food because it's mine, but I will give it to someone else to eat it. I'm not worthy of eating. And then you watch the other person eating and you say, why are they eating my food? Did you forget you gave them your food? Because you felt unworthy? Yes, I manifested breakup while pregnant and a baby and me almost dying and then it's been not wanting to see baby and the health issues. Yes, this is, I'm not worthy, I'm not chosen. People don't love me, I don't trust people. You also want to trust your holograms, to be honest. And I really don't like hiding behind my finger. I don't really like hiding behind my words and not say that they are holograms, because they are. Let's just stop hiding behind our words and let's just say things for what they are, because many coaches do have this ethical problem, like, how can I call people that are alive holograms? Well, they really are, and I'm sorry. I don't really care how people will take this, but it's better, why not say the truth for what it is? Would you like to be lied? I would prefer calling them for what they are, because that's what they are, and this is my opinion, and if anyone doesn't like watching me and they think that this is an ethical issue, they cannot follow me anymore. But I don't like hiding behind my words. Kimberly is a good coach. She manifested 2 breakups and then she manifested her specific person back. And now they are together. And she explains perfect. Her YouTube channel is Manifesting with Kimberly. This year I manifested SP for almost 2 weeks and then I had a negative thought and then he left again. Well, stop doing that. Like, when the thought comes, just look at it for what it is, and then ask yourself, does this benefit me? Does this thought benefit me? First. Second, thought is just thought. Does it have the privilege to manifest? No. Then don't trust it. So if it's not money suarua and you want to manifest your house fixed, you can do that without actually manifesting money. What does it mean when your SP keeps calling the 3P and calling on phone during business meetings? It means that you don't believe he's going to choose you. It feels like it means that you believe you're not chosen, you're not a priority to him, he doesn't respect you. Just assume that. How would you go about that, Anasha? Because I assume that you do have them in your face all day long. In the 3D, do nothing, because whatever you do in the 3D, it will come from a victim mindset. In your mind, say, okay, enjoy your time together because it's over soon. I know how I created you. I'm not insecure anymore. I don't fear anymore. So you're mine. Regardless of what you're doing now, you know you're gonna end up with me, right? Go arrogant, go ironical. I had a tarot, 13 new messages. Okay, I'll read them all. Wait. I'm still behind. I had a tarot reading and it said he's afraid what others think, so he won't take action. Okay, look guys, with the tarot reading doesn't decide anything. It's just your reflection. Thank you, Melissa. Yes, like a real hologram. Yes, of course, we are all holograms in each other's realities. That's why we will never get to know the real us. I won't get to know the real wish fulfilled because I will always interact with a version of her that I manifest. I love them too, Brando. Kimberly rants are perfect. Thank you, Sorua. This summer, I started acknowledging my kids as circumstances, and at first I felt weird, but it's also freeing. Yes, if you feel like, Elena, it's not a circumstance, you wouldn't want to do that. Simply say it's a manifestation of mine. It sounds better. It's a concept. How to manifest being prioritized. Kesara, understand that you are prioritized. Like when you... Wait, why do I still have the camera? Like, I was done smoking long ago. So we are here. How to manifest being prioritized. Kesara, you manifest that by understanding that you are prioritized. As Neville Goddard says, you are already that which you want to be, but your refusal to believe it, that's why you don't see it. So by default, we are already what we want. By default, we are already chosen, married, rich, etc., etc., etc. But then you give privilege to the thoughts to enter your world, and you give privilege to fears to manifest because you trust them to be real. You trust the possibility that this fear would manifest. So what happens is that when an insecurity pops up and you feel unprioritized, like let's just say, for example, and I believe many of you can agree with this example. In the beginning, when we meet a new person and we meet a new love, and they come in hot and they prioritize us and they love us and they choose us and etc., 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 and everything is good in the beginning, and then insecurities start kicking in. What happens is that we forget who we are and we start believing in those insecurities more than we believe in the identity that I'm chosen, I'm worthy. So what happens is that this identity of I'm chosen starts fading away, and we trust more in the insecurity to be the most, wait, I want to say this right, to be the most possible outcome. So you believe that I'm going to lose him, it's the most sure outcome. So that's how you manifest breakups. But you are already prioritized and you are already chosen from the beginning, since the day you were born. But then you start believing in the opposite more than in who you already were. That's why I gave the best example, and I wrote it in my book. When you give up in trying to see yourself as prioritized, because when you are trying to do something, it's most likely like you are assuming I'm not chosen. So I'm trying to change my self-concept. I'm not saying I decide, it's trying. And when you are trying, you are assuming I'm not chosen. So when you just give up and you say, fuck it, I don't really care anymore, what happens is you go back to your default state, and your default state as source and God is being chosen. So by default, you are chosen. By default, you have your desires. That's why most of us, when we give up on our manifestation and you say, fuck it, I don't care anymore, I don't care if it manifests anymore, and then you give up and you focus on other areas of your life, your manifestation pops up, because by default, you are meant to have your manifestation. By default, first. Second, you stop focusing on lack. So the fastest way to this is knowing that I already am entitled of having whatever I desire, because I created it for myself. I didn't order the food to feed someone else. I'm entitled to my food, so I'm going to eat my food because it's my birthright. It's weird, he mirrors the negative thoughts, but I struggle to get him to do the positive thoughts. Well, baby cupcakes, just stop having this assumption. Look, from what I see, you are still on this journey for him. And this is not an SP journey. Like, it's not all about him. Everything is about you. You. Like, you are trying to do everything to get him to do something, but you are not doing anything to change you. You are not doing anything to change how you view yourself, how you view the situation, the thoughts, the inner conversations that you have about yourself. Instead of taking the time and focusing on him and what he does in the 3D, which rarely matters because he doesn't have free will, he is bound to obey your decisions and your affirmations. Instead of doing that, why don't you put the focus on yourself, understanding your true power and understanding your true value, your true worth. And I'm not saying that like in the mindset of he doesn't deserve you, see your worth and go find something better. No, I'm saying that like really see your worth and don't focus too much on him because he's just a reflection. He will come back reflecting that. He will reflect that back to you. Well, if you hate being a victim, stop being a victim. The best way to embody a new state is by not accepting to embody the victim mode again. Find a new hobby. Yeah. Thank you, Tanya. I will get to your questions in a second. Just 1 minute because they're having nice conversations here. Appointed boss, Tanesha. Just say you're not source of me. I'm source of both of you. So you're not gonna do what you want in my reality. You're not gonna reflect my even this, like you're not gonna do what you want in my reality. It brings a sense of like the other one has free will, and they are not doing it on purpose. They are just reflecting your insecurities. They are just reflecting the story that you hold about them. So just saying, okay, I'm not gonna let this story manifest in my life anymore. I want a new story. Okay, the scenario was nice. It was great. I got bored. Like, let's just change scenarios. Let's just change assumptions. Let's go to the other season, to the other episode. Let's go beyond this. Why just women care about such a subject? Genuine question. Because Lily, it's my assumption that women are overthinkers. And men don't care about the subject because there is an assumption behind it that I don't care. And when you don't care, by default, you already have your desires. When you don't care, it means you don't overthink. And when you don't overthink, you don't find stupid excuses for why you don't have the manifestation. So overthinking means doubting yourself. And I believe that men are more capable of not putting the focus on the problem, but putting the focus on the solution. It's a I don't give a fuck state. And when you don't give a fuck, by default, you already have because you don't doubt it. I'm good, Tanya. Tanya, how are you? Yeah, well, with Titel, people laughed on YouTube about Titel. At least they understood what I was talking about because I had this little insecurity that they might not understand my jokes. Yes, Candy, it's a self-journey. It's a journey of allowing yourself to have what you want. Allowing yourself to eat the food that you ordered in a restaurant. I'm at that point that I don't have to do any techniques, but sometimes I have a fear, maybe I should. No, well, look, ask yourself, were you doing any techniques to manifest your life? Until now you weren't, so we didn't use techniques. If you take it like this, like everything is a technique and nothing is a technique, but it's not like you're doing it on purpose to get something. Techniques are there to help you embody the state. But I believe without techniques you can embody the state because you are already that person. How can we manifest learning a new language quickly? I'm quite lazy. Believe it's surreal. Believe it's possible for you that I can learn. When I first came in Greece, I learned speaking Greece like almost perfectly, like to a level of understanding and being able to communicate in 6 months. And Greek language is supposed to be a difficult language, but I had faith in myself that I can do whatever I want. I always get what I want. I was very confident in my abilities to learn and do any job at the best, that I'm the best in everything I do. I've ended up in a state... I've ended up in a state of really powerfully rant style, saying everything I want is that now, of course. Very good. Ranting is, it's anger. Anger is good because it has a lot of power in it. I like being angry. Hey CJ, since the last live I progressed so much about my limiting belief not worthy. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm sorry I cannot say your name. It's in Arab or something. I like some guy, he started looking... Okay, let's just hope I have a good connection. Thank you, baby cupcakes, for the roses. I like some guy. He started looking at me and smiling at me. I have kids and I'm older than him. And what's your problem, Suarua? What obstacle do you think of inventing? Have you thought about the obstacles you want to put? Choose your obstacles wisely. Give me an idea, Swarua. What obstacle have you... Oh, sorry. This connection is ruining my day. It has power over me. So, Suarua, can you tell me what obstacles are you going to invent for this relationship to be a bad one? Are your friends also aware of law of assumption? No. They are not. Tito was funny and also specific puppy. No, it was specific puppet. I was so interested what you said about I overthinking and men, but TikTok froze for me and I missed it. Yes, Elena, because I'm going to say again, it's going to be over YouTube. So whoever wants to go and rewatch the live is going to be on YouTube. I just say that men tend to don't give a fuck and women overthink and create obstacles for themselves. Am I weird? Wait. Hey, E.T., wait. Am I weird if I easily got triggered with social media like SP, so active there? No, you're not weird, but this is a thing that I think all of us are guilty of doing because we give it the meaning that they are active there. So if they are active on social media, that means that they are talking to someone else. The meaning that you... Can't I just have a good connection? Why does it have to... Okay, so you get triggered. Why do you get triggered, Kisara? Because you believe they're talking to someone else. The meaning that you give to a circumstance, like, look, the meaning you give to a circumstance can tell you in what state you occupy. Let's take, for example, you give it the meaning that they are active on social media and they are talking to other people, so you are not chosen, you are not their priority, or they are a player, you are not worthy of their love, etc., etc., etc. Is the fear of not being good enough. Me, I get the same circumstance and I don't give a shit. So what if she's active on social media? What does this have to say about me? Do I allow this to say something about me, that I'm not chosen? No. Why the fuck would her being active on social media have to say about me? Why would that get to decide who I am? How do you get someone to follow you back that you accidentally removed? Just assume username that they're going to find you and add you. That's it. Simply by knowing what you desire and knowing that I always get what I want is going to take care of it. I love the power of rant because when I've been there before, I've instantly manifested exactly what I want. Doesn't matter, baby cups, it's okay. He wouldn't want me because I have 4 kids. Oh, great, so that's what the obstacle you invented. You didn't get any other obstacle? You want to think of another obstacle? You want to manifest another obstacle? When you think it like this, it's kind of funny because it's like you're asking yourself, okay, how can we make our life harder? What excuse can we find right now for the manifestation not to happen? Oh, okay, so I'll think he's not going to choose me good because I have 4 kids. But he must not choose me because he has a third party. And let's just make it a little more spicy. And let's just find that, oh, he has an age gap problem. And he's Catholic. And I'm Orthodox. Oh, this is so spicy. Oh, I like these obstacles. Yes, let's go with that. So, does it benefit you, Suarua? Would you like that to be manifested? Every time a scenario comes in your mind, ask yourself, do I want this scenario to be manifested? No, okay, then drop it. It was also funny to see you can't stop laughing. Yeah, you're too old for him. Yeah, I told you, so you're gonna find many excuses. A lie has many variations. The truth has one. I hate that I have fear about other women stealing him. I'm scared he wants them more. They're not stealing them from you. You are giving him on a silver plate by having insecurities. Angel Eyes, I am working with my self-concept a lot, but I don't know. These days I'm feeling distant from my SP. Distant like in what? You're feeling distant like you don't want him anymore? Baby Cupcakes, I have a new mantra for him, for you. Fuck this, I get whatever I want because he has no free will. Thank you, Brando. Connection, yeah, it's... So they are active on social because they are bored and lonely without you. Repeat it every day. Yeah. Thank you. You have helped me a lot. You are so insightful and you make the world a better place. Thank you, username, although I don't know your name. I blocked him and he blocked me. I hope he finds a way to me. I block you because you blocked me. Even though this was my manifestation, so you blocked me because I thought you were going to block me. So I'm gonna block you. Block. Manifestation, so you blocked me because I thought you were going to block me. So I'm gonna block you. Block. Manifestation, so you blocked me because I thought you were going to block me. So I'm gonna block you. Block. Good connection. Bluetooth device is paired. Κάτσε, Μπόμπι, εσύ φταίς που δεν έχουμε σήμα, μάμι. Κάθεσαι εδώ και παίρνεις όλο το σήμα. I love you too, E.T. We all love each other. Can you go a little more on the other side of the room so I can get connection? "44 people. I didn't mean to be mean, but you take a lot of space because you're a big dog. Yeah, my Greek is perfect. I don't really understand in what language I talk to them. I just assumed that my dogs understand any language I talk to them. like Romanian, Greek, and baby English. And I mean baby English because I do some weird voices like, "Where are you, my love? You're a big boy. Yes, you are." I don't know how the fuck he understands what I'm saying. He's a smart boy. I wanted to write fuck the 3D, but not every text is allowed to post. No, doesn't mind. I spoke loud for you. But no, why? No. I don't like this idea. Why fuck the 3D? Like the 3D is your friend. Why fuck it? Are you friends with benefits with your 3D? And that's why you want to do that to your 3D? I'm friends with benefits with my 3D. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice idea for a post. How to be friends with benefits with your 3D. But you want to make sure that you are the masculine one so you don't get fucked by your 3D. You want to make sure you're top. Yeah. When you assume you are friends with benefits with your 3D, you should assume what role you take in the in the relationship. Are you the fucker or the fucked? Anyways. I affirm I'm skinny, but I can't seem to lose weight fast enough. You affirm you're skinny because you assume that if you are skinnier, he's gonna love you because you're skinny. But being skinny is, if it's a means to an end, and if you really believe that he will love you when you are going to be skinny, I'm sorry, baby cupcakes. This is not the way. If we write the commands we give to them on paper, does that help happen faster? No, Suara, because it takes time to write them on a paper. Why would you? Is it worth? I'm kind of lazy. Can't you just speak them? Why do you have to write them on a paper? And by your question, it means you have an assumption that it doesn't work fast. I have to find a way to work it for it to work faster. I answered the question, Panayota, about the second SP. You should change yourself and see yourself as the prize. If we have worries about money, is it better to challenge worries or just let the worries come and go? It's better to go to a state where an identity that doesn't have any worries. And as I keep telling you, and you all refuse to do the work, the best ultimate state is I am source. Would God have worries? Would source of everything have worries? Would the operant power of the world have worries? Would the boss of the company have worries? No, because he's the fucking boss. You'll see the answer again, Panayota, on YouTube. I don't remember what I answered. You're at the top, wish fulfilled, okay. Does your 3D have to tell in it? Thank you, Gabriel, for the share. Are we also? Oh, thank you, wish fulfilled. And I didn't get you anything. Was that to tell? Are we also not every thought we have? No, you're not every thought. Thoughts are just tools, vehicles. How does one flip the script after the breakup? We're meant to be. We will always find each other. We are meant to be. He's mine. It doesn't matter what happened. I'm the one for him. That's how you flip the script. This breakup make him understand I'm the best for him. I will leave you guys in 15 minutes because tomorrow I have a very busy day. So 15 minutes more. Also, this live will be on YouTube. You are giving us more than you think. I appreciate it. I appreciate you too, Wish Fulfilled. How can I change my nose? Assume your nose is of the shape you desire. What shape do you want your nose to have? Assume it's that shape. Thank you, Candy. I appreciate you too. Yes, Fee told me today that it's an anniversary. I didn't remember. I think I'm 1 year on TikTok. I remember when I first started. I just had all this doubt, but I did persist. One of my biggest manifestations. I told you I don't believe manifestations are big or small. So one of my biggest, I don't really, but I will tell you, one of my most surreal manifestations would be stopping time and being in two places at the same time. That would be like not biggest, but most impossible from my awareness back then. Stopping time and being in two places at the same time. I want money for my teeth implants. It's 30,000. Yes, okay, so do you want, you also, like, if you believe money are means to an end, you can get your teeth implants for free. Why do you believe that you must have money in order to... It's like, look, it's like when we first start manifesting, it's like when we want to manifest a relationship, we will start manifesting all these small things, in my opinion. Like, they are so small and insignificant. Like, I have to manifest contact first. Then I have to manifest her dating me. Then I have to manifest our first kiss. Then I have to manifest our first hug, our first dinner. Can't you just go to the end? Unstable connection. I don't know if you can hear me, guys. Unstable connection says. So can't you just go to the end and say he's mine and get over with it? Like, why do you have to manifest all these small things? How can I manifest an SP to text me back? See yourself as chosen. Like, this is so small and insignificant. I don't really agree with this stuff. Like, manifest them to text them back. Where was I? I liked what Brando said. Yes, save your brain calories and go straight to the end. Yes. Hey, Lucky Me. Did you have any oh, okay. Was that the experience what was the experience being in two places like. I didn't get the experience, I just got people asking me, seeing me on the streets. I could only be physical in one place. All of that stuff come with the relationship in general. Yes, of course. How can I manifest? Look, you asked me how can I manifest my SP to text me back. How do you manifest your friends to text you back? You have the assumptions that they are going to. Like, look, guys, just because it's a love interest is not more different than... It's like him being your friend then you have intimacy with. That's it. I don't understand why someone that you have a love interest for is more different than a friend you have. You manifest your friends every day. You manifest your parents every day, your brothers, your cousins. Why don't you assume that it's the same thing? Like, I don't really think that you overthink when your mother calls you or when you send a message to your mother or to your father. Is he going to reply me? No, because you assume that they are going to reply you. What do you mean stop moving the phone? I will move it. If you want, I will make a hypnotic thing with my phone. I'm going to make it like that, like I have waves. Do you like it when I move my phone like that? It's my phone. I'm gonna move it whenever I want. Oh my god, my SP just posted on Instagram. Worst day of my life. Oh my god, you just checked. Oh my god, Panagiotta, you just checked again. Congratulations. Well, you are still dwelling in the victim. Oh my god, he posted. Oh my god, he's gonna break my heart again. Oh my god, none of this shit works. Oh my god, nothing works. I'm so bad at manifesting. No, you're perfect at manifesting. Look what you were manifesting. If someone is saying the same old story, just say, yeah, cool, and ignore it. Yes, of course, Stephanie. Thank you, lucky me, it's good. Okay, I love that you like it. Because I get too emotionally invested and put them on a pedestal. No, Melanie, because I believe that with specific people, they tend, like with romantic interest, they tend to, how do you say it? They allow themselves to believe they're not chosen. I don't understand why it's different. Like, love is love. How do you have the assumption that your parents want you and your friends and you don't have the assumption that other people... Oh my god, he's a god. Yes. Oh my god. He's a Greek god. I've been saying I'm bad at manifesting. Perfectly, baby cupcakes. AS88. Adonis. I didn't get the joke which fulfilled. Adonis. What does Adonis mean? How is it possible that everyone is on reality, so you have a wife and at the same time we're dating? Well, ask me. We're dating in your reality. How am I supposed to know? And no, I don't have a wife. I have a girlfriend. She's not my wife yet. We'll see. How is it possible that everyone has its own reality? So you have a wife and sometimes we are dating, Alexandra? Nice to know. How am I in your reality? Am I a good lover? Of course I am. It's the guy in TikTok. Oh my god, it's a guy in TikTok. Who the fuck is Adonis? I don't know. I don't watch TikTok, guys. Like, I have more important things to do. Greek god. Can you please tell me how to get rid of the reoccurring hours that don't make me manifest? What? No, there is no such thing. Reoccurring hours that don't make me manifest. Can you be more specific? AS88. So, oh, Adonis is a Greek god. Well, I don't acknowledge any other gods except for me, so I really don't understand. I'm joking. I loved Greek mythology. There were 12 gods. I know him on TikTok. What about him? I don't know. I don't know, ET. They are talking about TikTok and something. There is this guy, Adonis, on TikTok. Camito, my girly. Oh, my girly. Oh, no. This is reverse sneeze. Okay, we've done it. Can you please tell me how to get rid of reoccurring hours? Can you please be more specific? That don't make me manifest. What do you mean that there are hours where you cannot manifest? Let's just get rid of this assumption. I have the most amazing girlfriend I know. Thank you, Melanie. Every time after your live, I feel amazing. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Reoccurring thoughts. Okay. The thoughts don't have any power to make you not manifest. So it's you giving them power to decide whether you're going to manifest or not. So it's actually also you. You are giving your thoughts power. But your thoughts without your power are useless tools. Because you said once that I can be in a relationship with you in my reality. Yes, of course. So I'm asking you, am I a good lover in your reality? I'm asking you. Great. Okay, lucky me. How do I ignore negative thoughts when the 3D isn't favorable? You ignore negative thoughts by understanding that if I continue to dwell in these negative thoughts, I will continue to manifest bad circumstances for myself. So you are taking the reins. You are acting as an adult and you are growing some balls. You have to be a ballsy bitch. Like Kimberly says. Be a ballsy bitch. We should all grow some balls and say, take the reins of our thoughts and say, if I continue thinking this thought, this is going to manifest. Do I want this to manifest? No. Okay. That's it. Oh, Katie. Why is it that as soon as I stop caring about SP, he comes in hot? He comes in hot because it's not that you stop caring, it's that you stop overthinking and you stop finding excuses for why he doesn't love you. You are not giving your focus and attention to fears and insecurities. That's why it seems that you don't care, because it's a state where you don't care. And this means, one, by default, you are perfect, fulfilled, and able and ready to have all your desires. Like, I don't care, I know it's going to work out. And second, you stopped waiting and you stopped overcomplicating your life and you stopped overthinking. Like you stopped you allow yourself to have your manifestation. That's why when you don't care anymore, you don't feed into your fears and you don't feed into your doubt. Okay, Brando. I'm a straight woman and yes, CJ is hot. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Candy. Hi, Jazz. Thank you, Theo. Oh yeah, I'm okay. I'm not gonna open my mouth right now. Anything that I might say would come out the wrong way, so. Theo amo. What about you, Wish Fulfilled? Are you one of them? I was sure. You even gave me a flame heart. Hey, Ramik. I understand I create everything with my thoughts, but why I have some thoughts now? Nice deal. But I think Alexandra was referring to another relationship. I understand I create everything with my thoughts, but why do I have some thoughts now? What thoughts? I'm just reading your comments and I cannot focus. Let me do my job. I'm more attractive when I do my job. Wait. What thoughts, Panagiotta? My SP has never posted on its own and now I was fearing it and he did. So you see? Do you see how these thoughts reflected instantly? That means you're source and you're the only source. That means he doesn't have free will to reject your assumptions, Panagiotta. Hey, Petit Bay. Like why some fears jump out at a particular time. They don't jump out at a particular time. They just jump and you then trust in them and that's why they manifest. Fear, for example, when you are in a victim mindset, fear is the dominant thought. So it will pop up in different thoughts. Not only in the thought that he will post, but only in the thought that he won't call, he won't be here for me, he won't, etc., etc., etc. But there is only one fear, and this fear has many, how do I say this? It has many, I would say ramifications, but this is not a word. Like a tree, it has many branches. So this fear is a well-based fear of loss, fear of not getting what you want. This is the main fear. And the fear after that has, like a tree, it has branches, and every branch has a smaller fear, like fear of not getting what I want contains I'm not worthy, I'm not chosen, fear of him losing me, fear of him leaving me, fear of abandonment, etc., etc., etc. So when you are in a state of fear, when you are a victim, of course fear will pop up. But when you are in a state of everything works out for me, and I can prove it by doing reverse engineer, and I can prove that I did indeed get everything I want. If I could just take the veil off my eyes and understand that I did get what I want, then I would allow myself to see the truth for what it is. Why do fears manifest so quickly? Because it seems so, because you believed in them more than you believed in your power to change that fear. You gave the fear power to manifest. You believed it had more power over you. It's weird because this is a very good question. What is a good question? Yes. It's weird because I was so hurt by him. I sort of stopped caring about him. I love your voice. It soothes me so when I'm overthinking and emotional. I'm looking for you on TikTok. Suarua, I'm also on YouTube. You guys convinced me to upload the lives from the TikTok on YouTube. Should I give myself what I want from him or just decide he's a version, and how can I do this? Look, you always give yourself what you want. But did you mean like give myself what I want from within? But look, we just want to manifest a specific person because we need intimacy, right? Intimacy. How is that word called? Otherwise, there is nothing else that they can give you because they are just reflecting you. So we manifest a specific person for, how do I call it? Intimacy, and we manifest them for building a family. So I don't believe you can give yourself intimacy by yourself. So you decide that he's the version of himself that you desire. And by giving it to yourself, you allow yourself to trust that you are perfectly able and capable of manifesting the relationship of your dreams. That's how you allow yourself to have it. That's how you give it to yourself. When coaches say you give it to yourself, it doesn't mean that I no longer want it in my 3D. By giving it to yourself, I allow it to have it in my 3D. Because let's be honest right now, like, what's the point of living in the 3D if we don't get our stuff? Let's not be hypocrites, because many coaches say, other coaches say, like, you shouldn't depend on your 3D, you shouldn't need it in your 3D, you should be okay with or without it. No, fuck that. If I wanted to be like a ball of light, I would have been a ball of light. I wouldn't have come into 3D to experience human interaction. Like, I want to experience human interaction in my 3D. That's why I came here to experience. Otherwise, I would have been a ball of light for the rest of my life. Hey, Chuchu! Chuchu is here. Alexandra, Chuchu is here. CJ, I texted my SP. Okay, Petit Bay. Perfect. Everyone is within me. Oh, I just told you I'm gonna shut up right now. I'm not gonna open my mouth because it's going to be wrong. I can't have kids anymore, sadly. Why can't you have kids? Decide you can have kids. Thank you, Manar, for sharing the live. I love this celebrity, Nabila Benatia, and I want my personality like her. Why my mind chose her specifically? Because you want to experience her life, you want to experience her mindset. It's not like, don't ask yourselves, why do I want it? You want it because you want it. Like, stop overthinking. I believe that asking, why do I want this and not that, it's you, first of all, rejecting your desire, and second of all, it's you overthinking, why would I want that? Who the fuck cares? Enjoy your desires. Who cares? Melissa, but you are giving yourself the love, because at the core you are love. You are giving yourself love by allowing your SP to be the best version of him, by allowing him to be manifested in your reality. You are love. You are giving yourself love when you manifest waking up every day. You are love. I just want to throw up. The situation is so unbearable. Okay, so throw it up. Start fresh, Panagiota. Start fresh. Like, delete everything you ever knew and start fresh. Every day is a fresh start. Every second is a fresh start. Start fresh. How to be obsessed with myself. Why I'm manifest my SP. You meant, Jelena, you meant like how to be obsessed with yourself while you are manifesting your SP. Easy, be obsessed with yourself. Thank you, Martha. I know what you are talking about. Everyone is inside of us. That's why Neville told everyone is you pushed out. Yes. The 3D is just a reflection of your inner world. So I just decide, embody it, and ignore what I see in the 3D. Yes, ignore what you see in the 3D because it's the shadow of previous creation. There is no point in seeing, how the fuck is the word? What the fuck is the word? I really want to make a point here and I can find the word. It's like you're watching the same movie in replay over and over again and you're asking why it's not changing. Why do you watch movies in replay, especially when you don't like it? Why don't you guys start watching the movies that you like in replay? Like the circumstances you like. In what way can I start fresh? Start fresh with everything. Forget about past manifestations. Like, I mean, forget it. Stop trying to change them. Stop trying to change past manifestation. What's manifested is manifested. You can only manifest something new every second. There's no point going in the past and trying to change a past manifestation, because you cannot take from infinity, you can only give to infinity. How does focus on me make SP obsessed with me? Because you are source and they are reflection. You understand, Kisara? So when you as source are obsessed with self, what will the reflection do? Be obsessed with yourself. You understand? When you as source are obsessed with yourself, the reflection has no other choice but to be obsessed with you. How can one manifest SP to trust them? What do you mean, Miss Monte? How can you manifest trusting your SP, or how can you manifest your SP to trust you? If you want to trust them, say they're trustworthy, and of course they are trustworthy because they are your reflection. They are not against you. No one is against you, because it's only you. It's you. You. They are just different bodies, but you are within them. You are the one creating them. They just wear a different meat suit, but it's you. Let's just be honest and say you are the one pulling their strings, okay? So assume that he's trustworthy, or assume that you are trustworthy. My SP, she keeps on keeping me on a kind of distance. No, you keep yourself on a distance, Ramik. Do you believe she's never going to choose you? You believe you're not worthy of her love? Understand your source, and you're creating that behavior within her. But how to be obsessed with yourself? By being obsessed with your existence. By being in love with your life. By being in love with you simply for existing. That's how you are obsessed with yourself. By putting your needs first. By putting your your desires a priority. Like when the 3D, let's just say for example, when the 3D still shows you the old story, you get obsessed with yourself and say, no, I don't take that as the final answer. I'm obsessed with myself. That's what obsession means. You're obsessed with yourself. You're in love with yourself. Only what you say matters. Only what you want matters. You shut down the world. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. So everyone would be obsessed? Yes, everyone. How much obsession can it take, Alexandra? Wait, why am I forgetting to flip the camera? Hey, Chuchu. Because of fears she has from her life experiences in the past. No, Ramik, there are no fears she has. You have created a version of your specific person that has fears. You have found the perfect excuse for why she cannot choose you. Ramik, you have to see that everything that is standing against you having your desire is just a lame excuse you found, and just a lame obstacle to self-sabotage. So she does not have any fears from her life. That version of her that you are manifesting now has fears from her life experiences. Manifest a new version of self that she doesn't have. Even the lady who sells vegetables. Well, that depends, Alexandra. What vegetables does she sell? Can I take her fears away? Yes. What do you mean created by fee? In what? What did you say? To what? What was so amazing that you made that little face? To trust me, I mean, I'm trustworthy. He doesn't have trust issues. He loves me, he adores me, he's obsessed with me. Do you believe in astrology, and if it affects compatibility? No, I don't believe in astrology. I used to believe in astrology when I used to like self-sabotage, and when I was a drama king, and I liked finding more excuses for myself. When I liked finding obstacles. Oh, I'm a Sagittarius, and of course she's a Gemini. And you know, Gemini are just not trustworthy because they are two-faced people, and they are always not trustworthy because they are players. Geminis are players. So no, they don't affect anything. Only if you say they do. Just to affirm the opposite, you guys are a perfect match. Yes, Chuchu, hey. Hey, Denisa. CG, when I texted SP, he was hot and cold, low effort. No, Petit Bay. Don't start finding excuses. No. Stop right there. No. Don't throw all the inner work you did. It's a shame. Don't do that. Don't go there. Don't allow yourself to dwell in victim mindset. No. Assume he is always hot for me. No low effort. He puts in the most effort. Don't allow yourself a second, Petit Bay. You have come very far. Don't allow yourself right now. Cucumbers. Oh, the perfect vegetables. So yes, okay. I assumed. Oh no, if she sells cucumbers, would she be obsessed with you, Alexandra? I believe she would be obsessed with someone else. No, I'm just joking. Yes, everyone is obsessed with you because everyone is a reflection of you. So yes. Your life raised my energy. I feel so good. Thank you. You're welcome. They are us in different body. Yes, they are. Why are you laughing? Wish fulfilled. Someone is correcting what they wrote, but you felt so good. You feel is the same thing. Can I manifest iMessages away? What do you mean? How to change deep beliefs that we have in us and them projecting on SP unconsciously. You don't sit around changing deep beliefs. Like Brando said, and I liked what he said, don't waste your, how did you say, Brando? Like, don't waste the protein in your brain. Can you please say again what you said, Brando? That was amazing. With low effort, like, don't waste your brain on details. Brain calories. Thank you, Stephanie. Don't waste your brain calories on details. And that's what you are doing right now. Like, you are starting to waste your brain calories on beliefs. You cannot change deep beliefs because a version of you that is victim has deep insecurities and deep fears. A version of you that knows that they get whatever they want and they are blessed, they don't have those beliefs. You understand? So you don't change beliefs. You change version. And beliefs change automatically. Why would you stick around and change every belief? Do you know how many beliefs you have? Infinite beliefs. And if you stick around and you start changing every belief you have, you won't be finished by the age of 500 years old. So you don't change deep beliefs, you start changing version of self. And I'm going to give you the best example, Jelena. Let's simply assume that there are two houses, okay? And the one house needs many repairs. It's just a dump. It's the worst house. It has so many repairs that need to be fixed. There are so many things in that house that need to be fixed. And this is your house, okay? And let's just say you also have this nice villa and this nice house that is brand new and everything works perfectly in it and it's so beautiful and it's this wealthy mansion, okay? So why would you start fixing the old house when you can go to the new house? That's how you change states, because both houses are yours. So why should you repair the old house when the work is interminable? You will never finish fixing the house. These are your old beliefs, your old state of victim state. Why don't you just move in the new house that is also yours? And is this nice luxury mansion? Would you waste your time fixing the old house, or would you move in the new house? Oh, this is the best example I ever gave. I'm astonished by myself. I'm so modest, thank you. So what you do is You stop projecting those insecurities on your ISP because you simply change house. So when you change self, you change your house, you change your mansion, these old beliefs disappear by themselves because the new house has new things in it. It doesn't have the old rotten things. Why is saying I'm ugly? You're saying you're ugly. Baby Cupcakes, fuck the guy, honestly. Your world revolves around him. Why does he say that? Because you are saying that. Can't you identify the thoughts behind the words that he says? He's not there on purpose trying to hurt you. He's not doing it on purpose. And I'm not here to blame you and hold him in my arms and say, oh, the poor guy. No, but you must take accountability. For something to change, you must change in order for something to change. You cannot do the same thing and expect different circumstances. Hey, Denisa. I wanted my SP to do something for me, but someone else did it. What is the meaning behind it? It's called birds before land, but I don't want you guys to be focused on birds before land because you want your manifestation, you don't want crumbs. It means that if someone else is perfectly capable and able to do so, your SP is also perfectly able and capable to do so. Even your question, Denisa, means that you still see your specific person as different than other people. You still believe he's special in some kind of way. You still believe that he has his own free will to act in his own accordance. Like if he wants to, he's going to do this. If he doesn't want to, he won't. But it's you pulling his strings. Like, can you manifest text away if you're trying to revise something like an argument? Yes, of course, but it's not the text like you want to manifest the proof away. Why can't you just assume like the argument doesn't even matter? It's not something that can it's not something that can make you guys break up. Why do you believe that those text messages are responsible for your breakup? No. Nothing can break us up because we're meant to be. He's mine regardless. He's mine. And done. End of story. He's mine. Where the fuck is he going to go? I don't give a shit about the iMessages. I can literally tell him in his face, fuck you, and he can laugh and think it's cute. Hey, Michelle. I don't understand how he can be affectionate when he normally isn't, even if I affirm the opposite. Look, Michelle, it's you saying that he is not normally. That's who he is. He's not affectionate. No, that's how you created. That's the version of him that you manifested. Because I'm going to ask you another question, Michelle, and everyone can see that in their own world, like everyone in your realities. You can see people that were players with some people and then they got married. So it's not who they are. They are not players. They were just manifested from the consciousness that person had. So I'm going to give you an example. It's not a true example, but I'm going to give it. Let's just assume that for me, some girl might seem that she's a player because I hold the assumption that that girl there is not going to choose me. So with me, she can be a player, but for someone else, she can be wife material and she's going to go and marry the other guy, okay? Why is she going to do that? It's not because she's a player. It's because I manifested a version of her that is not going to choose me, that she's not loyal to me. Because I might identify as someone that women are not loyal to. But she's going to be loyal to the next one. Because I also it's not because he manifested her to be loyal. It's because I believe that to someone else she's going to be loyal. How to be in our desired state without doubt. I mean, continuously be in that state. Thank you, Michelle. How to be in our desired state. I just need to refocus. Okay, back to work. How to be in our desired state without doubt. I mean, continuously be in that state by knowing that I always get what I want. So it's normal to fall in and out of the state, but it's how often you return to it. So even if you have a moment of doubt, it doesn't matter. Why do you assume that if I have a moment of doubt, I won't get my manifestation? It's you giving power to the doubt and to the fear. And you not understanding that regardless of any doubt, I don't give a shit who the fuck is the doubt to tell me who I am. I'm God. I don't care about any doubt. I'm more powerful than any doubt. Thank you, Jelena. Also, in the explanation of astrology, we have funny boyfriend. Yeah, and I have funny girlfriends. But we won't make a mess of the new house if we haven't changed our beliefs. No, because you change house entirely. Those beliefs don't exist in the new house. Those beliefs don't exist in the new you. Those beliefs, this trauma doesn't exist in the new you. You're a brand new version that never had trauma. You embody a new identity that was never afraid to lose people. Because why the fuck would I lose people when you see yourself as the prize? As the prize. You don't even, it's not even going to be a thought that she won't want me. Because I'm too precious to lose. How the fuck am I going to come up with the thought? If I came up with the thought, and I believe in it, it means I'm not in the state of being a prize, right? I'm not the identity yet. It doesn't matter. I'll return to my new house over and over again. In a house where I don't have shitty beliefs. In an identity where I am confident and I trust my manifestation power. So Stephanie, you are still overthinking, like, if I don't go there. No, stop overthinking. Manifestation is easy. You don't like what you have, throw it away. You don't sit around and fix it. Like, if this is ruined and it's not, I'm not going to sit around and fix it. I'm going to buy a new one. It's the same thing. I'm not going to sit around and change and fix my beliefs. No, I'll go in a different state and I have different beliefs there. So many questions. People laugh here. I like that the two of you, Alexandra and Wish Fulfilled, are going to be great with each other. We should go out sometimes. I'm not going to say anything right now. Look, Alexandra, I'll just assume that... I don't know, what will I assume about the engagement rings? Oh, you went straight to the end of engagement. I like your mindset. Straight to the end, to the engagement rings. Nice. So people better buy his ebook so he can afford this. Okay. Fuck. Reading my thoughts. He said, use your photo and people will block you. He said, scary movie. He did say it to hurt me. What do I need to say, baby cupcakes? Go to the YouTube live and listen all over again what I told you. He has no fucking free will. He didn't say it to hurt you. He's incapable of having any free will. If you weren't there and pulling his strings like a marionette, he wouldn't be able to breathe. Wake up. He's your creation. He's not to be mean, but let's just say the truth, guys. Like, shouldn't you take accountability? He said that. He said that to me. Like, is it easier to blame the other one for the actions and not take accountability? Yeah, he said that, but what's your thoughts? What were your thoughts, baby cupcakes, before he said that? What were your thoughts? Can you identify the thoughts before the things that he said? I never mentioned a relationship. I just want the physical evidence. He texts. Gone. Okay, it's not about a relationship, Liana. Anything that, like, when you have an argument, it's not a relationship. Why do you believe that I meant a love relationship? You also have relationships with your friend. You also have a relationship with your parents. It's a relationship. Because it's a relation, right? So, whatever it is, assume that they are not mad because you are the most precious thing for them. Why would you, like, when I say I'm the prize and I'm too precious to lose, this goes for everything, for my work, for my friends, for my family, for my girlfriends. Yeah, you see, I'm in that reality where I have many girlfriends. Oh, fuck. You scared me. This is going to be... No, don't do that. Now I'm gonna see all girls laughing here because I got scared. Yeah, I'm so masculine, I got scared. Well, she did it on purpose, I'm sorry. I wasn't waiting for that. Watching your live, my SP sent me a message. Nice, Melissa. Movement. We invite you to Poland. You invite me to Poland because you are many. Why don't you come into Greece? Like I am manifesting to be in many places at the same time, but physically I want to enjoy it and not be all over the place. So why don't you all come into Greece and we'll have a big party? Don't bark, girls are going to laugh because I got scared. And we're trying to keep a level here of masculine confidence. Nothing scares us, not even your bark. Yeah, I was sure people were going to laugh. Yeah, humans. Just started seeing, I was thinking, and of course he did. Of course he did. Melissa, that's what you're going to think from now on. Of course he did. Of course they did. Just started seeing this guy, and once we slept and he stopped pursuing me. What should I do? He's acting really arrogant now. Plus he hasn't replied my text since Friday. Lucky me, he's acting so arrogant because I do believe that he is in charge of my life and that he can take his own fucking decisions. I really forgot that he cannot take these fucking decisions. I would have showed you my tattoo, but it's going to go flipped, so better not. So he cannot take his decisions. He doesn't have the power to take his decision because he is here. And now I have a better example to give you guys. Like, everyone in your reality is here to help your manifestation come to fruition. That's their role. Otherwise, you couldn't experience your desires, you couldn't experience your reflection, you couldn't experience what you want if there were no people there to aid you into you having your manifestation. So when you say he's arrogant, this is the role you are giving, this is the story you are writing about him. And when you say he is arrogant, you are not actually writing the story about him first, you're writing the story about you. I'm not chosen, I'm not choosable, I'm not worthy. And that's why he is acting as a motherfucker dick. So it's all about you. That's why I say it's about you. If you have seen yourself too precious to lose, you wouldn't have that guy showing up like that in your reality. You would have had him, fuck my English today, you would have had him crazy over you, madly in love with you. But it's you believing you're not choosable. The reason that he acts like that, because he's a reflection. Thank you, Tanesha, for having my back and my dog having you scared also. My SP said he can't be with someone who's been with his friend. I've never seen this circumstance. Well, how does it make you feel, Stephanie? What thought does this? What, in your opinion, what do you believe the source of this circumstance was? I can tell you. I don't believe he's gonna choose me. I always thought he was too good for me. He is too good to be true. I'm not choosable. No one chooses me. Every guy I like doesn't like me back. Every guy I choose doesn't choose me. I'm not worthy. I'm not loved. I'm not chosen. We have to book tickets to Greece. Yes, you do. If you take them 2 months prior, there is going to be a discount. So I really want you to come in pairs. Don't come all together because I cannot. Oh no, I can. I'm sorry, no. Forget about that. Come as you wish. I told you I'm not gonna open my mouth because everything I say will sound very rude and wrong. And also, I don't flirt right. I'm a bad flirter. The why doesn't matter. I want what I want so I can get what I want. You can see his point. No, he doesn't have a point. He doesn't have an opinion, Stephanie. He's just your reflection. The why doesn't matter. I never told you why. I never asked you why, Liana. I told you assume that the argument didn't happen. Assume that even if the argument happened, it doesn't have an influence on you. I never told you why. I never asked you. I don't really care why you argued. Okay, assume the texts are gone. Something will happen to the phone. They will break their phone. The reaction to the dog is normal though? No? What reaction? That I got scared? Yeah, because it was silence and I was trying to channel like Bashar did. You are in Barbados. Yes, we are in Greece. He moved on, so I seen his friend and I regret it now. Feel guilty. Don't feel guilty. That's what you wanted. That's what you did. Like, guys, honestly, you sell yourself so short just because an SP said something to you. Honestly, why do you let it influence? Like, it's your own fucking life. Just knocking to his door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. That's what you're gonna be doing soon. Knock on the heaven door. This is just a dad joke. I'm sorry. I have many dad jokes. You understood? Because I'm God. And you're knocking on my door. And it's you knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, that was a dad joke. Charlie has no choice but to love, honor, and adore me. We are together. Yes! Charlie worships the hell out of me. I'm pretty good at flirting. Yes, when I'm not flirting. Thank you, wish fulfilled. Alexandra is getting a little cold in Greece, honestly. We give up. Oh, sorry. Refocusing now. No, don't do that again. I'm gonna have a reaction right now and they're going to laugh again. If we give SP free will, how are they acting? Like, are they still reflecting back to us? Yes. When you give your SP free will, it's you allowing them to reflect your insecurities and your fears. But they are still reflecting. So basically, as much as you can, as much as you want, you cannot give them free will. As much as you want. Thank you all for the share. In his man, his man. I'm not gonna read this because this is going to be on YouTube. You're awful, wish fulfilled. So awful that I like it. This is going to be our little secret, wish fulfilled. Us and others 47 people. This is going to be between us. You said yes you can, but why even let that influence you? Oh, yes, I understand. No, I mean, why would you even let it influence you? It has no power over you. That's what I meant, Liana. Don't let it influence you. Like, you are even bigger than this. It shouldn't influence you. It shouldn't influence you at all. This for you should be so insignificant. And when you start treating it like it's so insignificant, that's when you are going to get your manifestation. Don't make it more important than it is. Okay, Kesara, hop off to bed. You will see me again live. Thank you, Michelle, for the likes. I'm going to hop up to bed in 10 minutes. I said 15 minutes, but I enjoyed so much till late. Wait, I'll wait. Wait, I'll wait. If we make our desire insignificant, that's when it comes in? Yes, because they are insignificant. They are just experiences. They are not your God. Your desire is not your God. You are their God. You are source of desire. You manifested fitting an hour of content into 15 minutes. Thank you, Brandon. Well, desire is insignificant. Of course it is. It doesn't mean you shouldn't want it. But it's insignificant. It's just an experience. Like the desire you have to drink coffee. Hey, Claudia. And to be honest, K198, it's not that you put the desire on a pedestal. You can't actually put anything on a pedestal. Is that you, how do I call it? You fall into your knees and start worshiping it. You're never putting anything above you. You are falling on your knees and you play yourself small. He made his life took longer because of us. Yes. You both manifested it. You should give some credit to Alexandra too, wish fulfilled. Don't be selfish. I'm just joking. Be selfish, because this is the point, guys. It's all about us. And I don't know why, and maybe this is my assumption, being selfish is treated like a bad thing, but it's actually not. Well, look, wish fulfilled. You are God, you manifested it. Yes, you are God, you manifested it. I'm God, I manifested it. Everyone is God, we manifested each other. So we could be like the 12 gods and have a Greek party. Why it's so painful regarding SPs? Why? What we need to learn from it? You don't need to learn anything. I don't agree with the idea that we are here to learn something. You don't need to learn anything. You just need to allow yourself and discover that you can have everything you want. Why do I forget to flip my camera? Everyone is God and holograms at the same time. Yes, because even your body is a hologram of consciousness. Your body is the avatar. It helps you as a tool, it's a vehicle to help you experience the 3D reality. Otherwise, we would all be balls of light, experiencing it within. So there is no point. That's what we created bodies and avatars for ourselves and play in the 3D. To have a human experience, to experience everything that we ever desire. Food, love, relationships, arguments, whatever you desire. You can have a desire to argue with someone. This is perfectly valid. I'm not going to let you outside because you are going to bark and I really want to end the live. So, silence! 12 gods and we are manifesting a Greek party right now, yes. With Tipuro. It gets confusing sometimes. Example, affirm only for yourself and not your desire. It's not that you affirm... Wait, Michelle, I'll get my dogs out and then I'll come back to you because I want to focus on your answer. 1 minute. So it's not that it's confusing. It's not that you affirm for yourself and not for the desire. And when you affirm, you do it to embody the state, the identity of yourself that gets whatever they want. So affirming is like renting, is like encouraging yourself. I see affirming like encouraging yourself, encouraging the victim self to understand that this can't go on. Like you are affirming to encourage your avatar, your mind, to accept the reality that you do get what you want because it's meant for you. It's taken for granted thing. So I think that affirming is encouraging. You encourage yourself. That's why you affirm. And it's not that you don't affirm for your desire, but your desire is already manifested. You affirm for yourself so that you allow yourself to see it. Your desire already existed. It was already manifested and it's already manifested. It's just that you don't see it. You don't allow yourself to pop up in your experience. It waits for you. Your manifestation awaits for you. It has been waiting for you since you were born. They are already manifested. Everything you can ever desire, it's already manifested. But what you're doing is when a desire, so creation is already finished, okay? Let's just say one thing straight. Creation is finished. Everything already exists. That means every scenario, every desire, everything that you don't desire is already manifested it. So what you do is when you have a desire popping up in your mind and you allow it to manifest in your 3D, that's when it pops up in your 3D. It's not that it manifests. It's already manifested. But you allow your human eyes to perceive it. You allow your body to experience it. I hope you understood. I always get what I want, even, and I'm not gonna read that. Some things are just best remained in written because YouTube does not give you the opportunity to see what other people wrote. So it's just going to be me on YouTube talking to a screen and answering invisible questions. So you see, let's just give the example, Michelle, and I think I'm going to explain this better. Imagine your reality like we are here live on TikTok, and TikTok allows you to see the comments that everyone writes. Let's just say it's your desire, so you allow yourself to see the comments that everyone writes. But when we go to YouTube, when we go to a different reality, there you cannot see the comments. They are invisible to you. It doesn't mean that they are not already manifested. You understand? So let's just take YouTube and you say, where are the comments? I cannot see the comments. So your desire is to see the comments. But you come here in a different reality in TikTok and you see the comments. So they are made visible to you. They already exist. You just allow yourself to see it. Oh, Titel is long gone. Titel doesn't exist for Wish Fulfilled anymore. Titel was just like trying to make me jealous. Like, she was with Titel because she thought I was replaceable, but she doesn't know I'm irreplaceable. So it was an honest mistake by my part because I manifested Titel, but I destroyed it. Thank you, Claudia. So creation is already finished, your desires already exist. Any reality, any scenario that you can think of is already playing. Or think of it like a Netflix, like the Netflix. It has so many movies, right? Able and capable of you playing the movies. They already exist. They have been already written. They have been already manifested. Don't take it per se like the movie actors. No, take the idea. I want to explain you the concept. Let's just say that a certain movie is a certain scenario that you have with your specific person. All you need to take is take your remote and play it. It's already manifested. It already exists. You don't have to do anything, but allow yourself to play it. And how you allow yourself to play it is you take the remote and you change it like from victim mode to I always get what I want mode. Because when it already exists, you're not creating anything. You're simply like, I would use a word, although I don't agree with law of attraction. You are tapping into that scenario. You are activating that scenario. You are activating that manifestation. It is there. It's dead, waiting for you to activate it. So how do you activate it? You accept the desire that is possible for you. That's why you have the desire in the first place. Because it's yours to have. It's for granted. It's your birthright. Do you believe dreams can predict future? No, because you create your future. So dreams cannot predict shit. They don't have the privilege to predict anything. No one has the privilege to predict anything but you. You predict. Because guess what? There are no predictions. There are just decisions. You decide. I was actually thinking about dreams myself. I keep having the weirdest nightmares. It doesn't matter. Dreams are just dreams. Thoughts are just thoughts. So you are aware of a desire and just let it go and do other things. Yes, of course. Like planning your trip to Greece. Titel is gone. I couldn't resist it. I lost it happily. I know you did. I know you gave in. And if any opposite thought appears, you say, I always get what I want. Yes, the opposite thought can appear because it appears from your limited human logical, like, how can I get that? You know why? It's the disbelief, like you cannot figure out the way it would manifest. That's why opposite thoughts come, because you cannot figure out the how. But when you get rid of the how, that's why we say don't care how. When you are in zero fuck givers and you don't care how, I don't care how, I don't give a shit. I have the desire for a reason. That means it's going to be manifested in my life, okay? So I don't do anything. I live my life. I know I'll get it. I don't overthink it. There's no reason to overthink. In what moment our desires manifest, what we are mentally doing. You can be Thank you, Brando. Good night. I'm going to go soon. I promise. I promise. I promise to myself that I'm going to go soon. Thank you, Brando. In what moment our desires manifest, what we are mentally doing. I don't know what you are mentally doing yet, because Yati, I was going to talk in Greek. Just 1 second. I'll let my dogs in. Just like you guys have a third party in my dogs, because they're kind of my priority. Come on, Kamita, come on. Your third parties came in. My dogs. Yes. They have a furry third party, and she's white and brown. Wait. We'll see. Yeah, okay. In what moment our desires manifest? What are we mentally doing? I don't know what you will mentally be doing, but most surely you won't expect it. Like, you won't keep yourself in a waiting state. You put us on a pedestal, that's why you don't go to sleep. Yeah, you wish. We'll see that. I know. Black Avocado. Is that Nico Avocado, who's also always 2 steps ahead? I'm 2 steps ahead. Good assumption. I'm 2 steps ahead. Black Avocado. Reminds me of Nico Avocado. Thank you, Michelle, for the lives. Judy, you just joined, but I'm sorry, I'm going to go. So, wish fulfilled. Gonna smoke one and go to bed. I have a notification to always be when you are here. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, wish fulfilled, but wouldn't that imply that I'm 2 steps ahead, like you are waiting for the worst case scenario? And I'm 2 steps ahead of anything bad that can happen to me. Isn't that assuming that... Thank you, Michelle, good night. Isn't that an assumption that I'm 2 steps ahead of what? Of myself? It's like you're making some kind of enemies. I don't know, this is my perspective. Doesn't it seem like you are assuming that something is against you and you have to be 2 steps ahead? One cigarette, guys, and I'm off. Wish fulfilled. Light it up. Can you tell how to have a high frequency? Judy, I don't think in frequencies. I'm sorry. I'm not into law of attraction, frequency, and I attract. You don't attract shit. High frequency, do you say positive mindset? I also don't believe in positive mindset, because I cannot be positive and zen all the time. Like, I can be grumpy and still get my shit. I can tell you how to realize that you're God and that you don't need this high frequency shit. You do reverse engineer. Cockroaches on their pill. Don't use cockroaches. Why would you do that? In Polish it means good night. Can't you just say good night? Why did you have to say cockroaches? Coco. What is that? Cockroaches. Why would you say in Poland that one must have cockroaches on their pillows? Hey, Star. What's reverse engineer? Melissa, reverse engineer is when you go and analyze your life and you understand that everything you have ever experienced was a direct reflection of your inner world, of your thoughts, assumptions, and beliefs. That's what reverse engineer is. For example, I wanted to go out of Romania and I wanted to live in Greece. I did. It was a desire. I manifested it. Let's just say I assumed once that I didn't have enough money to spend the month. Like I was all at every 30 of the month, I wouldn't have money to go through another month. And that was an assumption and it reflected, and that became my experience. So that's reverse engineer. You go back and you analyze your experiences and you see that it was your thoughts, your source of your experience. Your thinking was the source of the experience. You experienced it because you thought about it. You created it. You assumed it. Yes, wish fulfilled. Yes, Alexandra, yes. There are engagement rings. You should say money under pillow. You expect the engagement ring, but how am I going to buy those? By cockroaches under pillows? Unless I manifest unless I manifest to buy the engagement rings with cockroaches. But why do you call it reverse? Because it's reverse. You go back in the past. You reverse engineer. Instead of believing the circumstance is in charge for your thoughts, you understand that it's reverse engineer. Your thoughts were responsible for the circumstance. Visualization or imagination. You imagine every single second. Even my voice is imagined. Gold? No, money can buy everything, trust me. Okay, so I'll have so much money that I'll buy you cockroaches and gold. So visualization is just image in your head, but nothing is necessary in order to manifest. Imagination is everything. You imagine yourself breathing, you imagine yourself dreaming, you imagine yourself sleeping and walking. This is all imagination, but many people have confused the word imagination with visualization, and they also confused imagination with fantasy. Which help to manifest. Imagination doesn't help to manifest. You are imagination. Imagination is not a tool. You are imagination. You analyze, so basically you analyze the past and believe that you caused. No, you don't believe it, you have proof. It's not that you believe it, you can see it with your own eyes, that you did create it. It's not that you believe it, you see it, you understand it. And you say, hey, I understand why this person behaved like that, because I assumed I'm not going to be chosen, I assumed that they're going to be a dick. And that's why that person behaved like that. Yes, Manar, of course. So I don't trust in the word fantasy. I don't trust that it's something. What? No, you're not going to play right now. We're going to eat and we're going to sleep because tomorrow it's a big day for us. Come on, be a good puppy. Is it bad? I feel so sad you're leaving. I'm just leaving for 2 days, Paula. I'm gonna do a live in 2 days. Is it bad to be anticipating your desire, like I said? Nothing is bad. And then what I do? What do I do? What do you mean, what do you do, E.T.? You don't do anything, you realize your source. So when you realize your source and your specific person is just a reflection, you can take accountability and understand, hey, I can be who the fuck I want. You're counting the days to the next life or to the next life. Like, I don't like to have to wait for his text, but you were never oh, fuck. Okay. Like, I don't like having to wait for his text, but you never wait for anything. You command it and it happens. You don't wait for it. Why would you wait for something that is already yours? If you're waiting, like delivery waiting, because he's going to deliver you the text messages, yes. But that kind of waiting, you're welcome. Ευχαριστώ, παρακαλώ, να σε καλά. Seems like I have to wait. No, you don't have to wait. He's going to deliver you the messages because he has no other choice. He's the delivery guy. Your specific people are your delivery guys. Your 3D is the delivery guy. Trust it and command it to deliver you your desires. End of story. Manifestation is simple. I'm God. I put my orders and then they deliver it. Do you like my tattoo? My koala? Maybe we should do some matching tattoos too, Alexandra. And then you go and fuck it all by saying he's a slow delivery. Every time you go and fuck it all and you say he's a slow delivery guy. Why did you have to do that to yourself? You know, but you keep doing it. I know, but I'll keep doing it because it feels more comfortable to believe he's slow. I know I'm creating everything, but why is the 3P still there? I know I created everything, but why didn't he call me yet? I know I create everything. This is what I love. I know I'm God. I know he doesn't have free will, but why doesn't he call me? I know, I know. Yes, she does. Yes, E.T. It's just hard to totally wrap my head around it. And then you go and spoil it all by saying it's hard. Why do you choose it to be hard? It's like you're driving to some city and you take all the holes in the road. You took the hole that he's slow delivery and then you say that is hard. Boom. You take all the bumps. Let's take the bumps because it's funnier. If I have a scene in my mind kissing him, is that wrong? Why would that be wrong? Yeah, Maria. Why would that be wrong, Judy? Oh, could you stop searching for validation? Is that wrong? And just to be in the end, who the fuck am I to tell you if it's wrong or not? Ask yourself, is that wrong? Why would the fuck would you believe it's wrong, Judy? Kissing him? He's your man. Of course it's not wrong. I wish you. Huh? Ah, okay, understood. Did some things in my 3D that I shouldn't and really regretting it. How do I move on? What? So you did some fucking shit in your 3D and you shouldn't and you really regret it. Assume it doesn't matter. Assume that I can be a triggered bitch in my 3D and it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter, honestly. What matters is what you are going to say from now on, what you are going to decide. It doesn't fucking matter. They loved it. Whatever you did, it doesn't matter. They loved it. Because it's fantasy? No, that's called visualization. Why would you? Judy, is that Judy? 1563 Judy, is that Judy? Why would you say kissing him in your mind is a fantasy? No, what, like fantasy is not real? No. No. No, wrong. Judy, drop everything. My honest advice, Judy, drop everything. Get stable in knowing that you are God. Your thoughts create. They don't create shit, it's already created. Your thoughts activate the scenarios in your experience. Your thoughts activate your experiences, the 3D. Get stable into that, and then come tell me that fantasy is wrong. CJ, just manifest that we all get what we want and you have nothing but success stories. Yes, Tanesha, and I do get many success stories, but I just get lazy posting them because I don't want you guys to think like, when I'll get to 10K, I'll make a special section of success stories. My 3P is barking outside loud. No, she's not. Actually, she's a very good girl right now. And she's smelling the door. Okay, guys, I love you all. I'm going to see you next time. And until then, I assume you're going to have success stories. Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.